Some of the best times that you'll never remember. Author unknown. Alcohol is a legalized drug substance that creates damages to your brain. I'm familiar with the concept of drinking alcohol because my father, who is a man in his late 30s, has underwent 20 plus years of alcohol abuse. I personally experienced my father's episodes due to intaking this drug. This drug has caused him to have physical and mental breakdowns, such as seizures. With witnessing these episodes firsthand enables me to bring awareness to this issue. The drinking age of alcohol should be increased to the person's mid-20s. breaking out and not properly taking care of your acne can result to blemishes. Our Father has